Thank you very much, Daniel. Good evening, everybody. A pleasure to be with you. So yes, we'll speak about working with your competitors. And so the story I'm about to tell you is the story of a nightmare. We all live that nightmare, but it turned, in our case, into an amazing opportunity. You remember 2020, COVID happened, the pandemic, all the airports were totally empty, the hotels were totally empty, nobody was traveling. We were all desperate to get clients. What do you do? And then you will remember that very interesting stick in your nose, the COVID test, which was the beginning of the end and allowed few travelers to start coming all over the world. But when you have your hotel and you are totally empty and you only have 2 or 3 people coming to your country, how do you do to fill in your place? You have 2 options. Option 1, you steal your clients from your competitors. Option 2, you share them. Oh, sorry, too fast. You share the client with the competitors, and that's what we did in Colombia. Basically, when Colombia opened its border again, I called all the hotels which were like-minded like us, if we will work together and we will try to get outside of this nightmare. And they all said yes. We were 14 people, and we started the other nightmare from the COVID, which was Zoom meetings. And we did a lot of remote talks together and trying to work together, 14 people, to see how we will fill in our hotels. We realized that the best strategy will be to split all ourselves into different groups and committees and use the strengths of each people. So some people will be taking care of institutional work, speaking with the government, speaking with the tourism board and so on. Other hotels will take care of the sales with the DMCs, others will take care of social medias, and others to do partnerships. And guess what? When you put 12 hotel owners working together, when they have a lot of time, you get a lot of results, a lot of job done in a very short amount of time with no money at all, because you don't have to pay for that. In only 2 months, we managed to create a brand, we created a network, we created contacts, and we had a clientele. What was the idea? If I have 5 clients and my competitors, they have another 5 clients, and the other ones they also have 5 clients, and we are 12 people, well, at least we have 70 clients that we can share together. So let's try to get those 70 clients to get to the 14 hotels, so we will all get some clients. We created the website, and as I mentioned, like, we really use the strengths of each of us. So some people were better at design, some people were better at other things, and we share that. So we got the website done very easily, and we got a lot of press, especially inside Colombia, because we were trying first focusing on domestic travel, because international travel was very low. So thanks to the press, we got like so many attention about the project, and it helped us to be known inside Colombia, because I guess many hotels here, we mostly focus on international traveler, and many times we forget about the domestic travel, which is very important. And we all became friends. We started to travel together, to attend tourism shows. We also worked very closely with ProColombia, which is the National Tourism Board, and they still use us as a very good example of what can be done when you work together. And then Natalia, which is a very dear friend now from Sasawa Hotel, she once mentioned to us, I love sending my clients to other hotels from Secretos, because I know they will be welcomed with the same worth as in my hotels. And we say that's the key of the success. Like, we need not only to promote ourselves, but we need to talk to our clients. We need inside the hotels to say, you like my place? Go to the other one. You will like it also, because they are like-minded. And then we came to another idea. We said, not only we will talk to our clients, but we will give them free drinks. But I'm not paying for that. My competitors are paying for the free drinks. So we did a gift card. And basically, when you check out in one of the hotels, we will give you a gift card, and when you scan the QR code, you get access to privileges in the next hotels. It's a win-win situation, because when I check out a client, they are very happy because I'm giving them something free, which does not cost me anything, and the next hotel, we get a new booking. So it's working for everybody. Then we started to work more with the DMCs inside Colombia. We created like a week of trainings, because it was the same concept. Like, all the DMCs, they get so much information of all the hotels trying to sell them the things. We say, we all work with the same DMCs, so why don't we put all the information together, and the DMC can easily access to all the pictures, of the knowledge, of the programs, and in 1 week, they get to learn about everything. as I mentioned, we first focused on the domestic, on the Colombians traveling inside Colombia because that was an easy target. And then Juan Pablo from La Manigua told us, I received clients from Argentina who came back to Colombia 3 months after the trip to keep exploring other hotels from Secretos. That's when we realized that not only we were helping each other, but also we was helping to make the demand growth. Like people will come back to Colombia. Because first we thought, foreigners anyway, they won't come back. So why giving them free drinks? Because they will not come back to Colombia. And we were wrong. Because people were willing to come back because they enjoy their trip so much that they say, okay, I did 3 hotels. There are still 11 to know. Of course, it was not all beautiful and nice and happy. There were some challenges on the way because it's not easy, as I mentioned, to work with your competitors because we are all like, how do we make that happen? We say we are friends, but at the end of the day, well, it's all business. We all need to make business. So we had a couple of challenges. First one, I think, was sharing our weaknesses with our competitors. Like we always say, no, I'm doing great and everything is happy in my hotel. But then when you call your competitors and you say, I'm empty, are you too? That's not easy to say. That's not easy to say. You have to break that border. And then we get to the next step, which was sharing sensitive information. We shared our database of clients. Who amongst you will be willing to share the database of clients? That's something that nobody shares. We basically sent all our database together, we put one big, and then we started to work on it. That was a big step for Secretos de Colombia to be willing to do that. And then there were time and work commitment. During the pandemic, we were all like with nothing to do. So of course, we were happy to work on it because we had a lot of time. And then when we started to have clients again, we had to be serious and to keep working on it because we all committed to do like a couple of hours per week to work on the project. And it is a collaborative project. There is no boss. There is no one to tell you that you have to work, and you really have to do it. And it was not always easy to get everybody on board. Unfortunately, a couple of hotels did not match exactly with the feeling, and they left along the way. But we had new ones. We started with 11 hotels, and now we are 14. And basically, we realized, especially in a country like Colombia, which is not that super popular, or like I know, it's coming. What we needed was to promote the country more than our hotel. Like we needed people to come to Colombia and then to show them that there are so many things to do in Colombia. And if I just show my hotel, they will not come just for me. Like I would hope so, but it's not the reality. They will not come just for my place. They need to come to show that there are so many things to do in the country. So you have to do a switch in the way that you are selling, that not only focusing on yourself, but focusing on the bigger pictures. And along the way, again, because that's already 4 years of adventure together with our friends, we realized that there was much more that we could share. Not only the clients, but we started to share best practices, like stupid things that we all have in the hotels. Like, I need to change my pillows. How do I find a provider? Well, I just use the WhatsApp group of Secretos de Colombia, and I say, who has a good pillow provider? And you get the answers. Like, it costs you nothing. It's so easy to share the information. And it also helped us a lot in sharing our sustainability practices because some hotels, part of the group, was much more advanced than other hotels. And they were like really pushing us, like, okay, you need to do that, you can help, you can improve yourself, and so on. Like there was one of the case, like somebody wants to do a vegetable garden in the hotel, and they just ask who has a data for organic seeds, for example. And we got that seeds, and then and someone else said, I could do a garden also in my hotel, and they started to do garden also. So you have like that motivation from the others to keep working on the sustainability practices. And then Santiago from Canoa, which is one of the good ones for sustainability, said competition is the best thing to do with friends who become family along the way. That's definitely what happened to us. Like we stopped seeing each other as competitors, but we just take the phone and call our friends when we need anything. In conclusion, stop thinking individually. Please start to work with your competitors, and then the sky is the limit. Thank you so much.